Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
Stoneville Town Council has a meeting tonight. We'll get a kind of a preview of what's on the agenda. Lori Armstrong, Stoneville Town Manager, is on the line. So we'll talk to her about several things. But Lori, first, let's go to the movies. What do you say?
Oh, the movies, Mike. Yes, let's go. It's amazing.
This is a wonderful thing you've just started at Stoneville Municipal Park. So tell us about it.
We have partnered with Dan River, our good stewards of Rockingham County, and they received a grant through Rural Cinemas, and they are showing 3 documentaries and a movie over the next. We had our first one last Friday night, and we have one coming up, and we have one on Halloween. That's the Lorax, and we're just really excited about that. But what it is, it's a free movie night out, and you come to the Stoneville Memorial Park, bring your family. Everything is marked off for social distancing. There's food, there's information. They even set up a voter registration booth there, and so they show a film, and a panel will discuss it, and the Lorax, I don't know if they'll discuss that one, but that's on Halloween, and we're really excited for our kids to get to come out and share in some open, fresh air, and you are socially distanced, and, you know, everything is free, and for our town to have something that special is very, very valuable.
Oh, it is, yeah. So free family movies, and the next one coming up is 2 Fridays away, the 16th. That is Seed, the Untold Story, and that's at Stoneville Memorial Park at 6. And you said you've seen that one already, I believe? I
have seen Seed. It is about basically the seeds where all of our food comes from. Mm-hmm. And it talks about some of the seeds are depleting and some of the seeds are kept, and it's just a really telling illustration of where our food actually comes from, which is very important. The town of Stoneville grew up with crops such as tobacco and, you know, the origin of that, and so this will be more about food, but anyone that's interested in where your food comes from that you actually buy in stores or you grow yourself, this is going to be a really good film for you.
Yep. Some kids think all of that starts right there in the grocery store. That's not true. Okay. We have seeds. We have seeds that grow that stuff. Yeah. Okay. So that's October 16th at 6 at the park. The Lorax, you said, on Halloween, and this changes everything. November 14th. All of these at 6. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very excited.
And you had some good news last week. Tell us about that.
Oh, we did. We had a visit from our state director, Robert Hosforth, with USDA Rural Development. The town received USDA grant money for some equipment, some much-needed equipment, and Mr. Hosforth was here and wanted to see our equipment and was very complimentary of how creative we had been with the forming of this grant and how we are using our equipment to keep our costs down when it comes to infrastructure and police department. And it was a really nice visit, and he was a very, very gracious man, and we're talking about future grants. So we are really excited about working with USDA Rural Development.
Wonderful. Okay. Just as an example, what's some of the equipment? Just a couple of things to tell us.
Well, one piece of equipment that most people would not think about is it's a sewer camera, and so it's housed in a trailer that we can pull with our truck. And so if there is something that's going on in our sewer system, we can use that camera to video and get down in and see if there's something, there's a blockage, there are roots growing, anything like that, and we can take care of it. And also, we have to video line a certain percentage of our sewer lines every year, and this helps us do that. And we've probably already had several things that we were not aware of that have been remedied, fixed, per se, right now since we received that camera.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Okay. And the way you said just a moment ago, maybe some future grants possible as well.
Absolutely. The USDA, they are, I think, in this next cycle, are going to have some opportunities for broadband. And I know the county receives some money for broadband, and it looks like USDA will have some availability for that as well. And it is much needed here in rural Rockingham County, and also in the Stoneville area. People outside of our ETJ, it's very limited here with Wi-Fi and different things, and with all the remote learning and working that's going on. It's a very important necessity right now for people to keep their incomes and children to learn.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So any help is always appreciated and needed. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm looking at the agenda for tonight's council meeting, so let's look over that if we can, and maybe some of the highlights there that you'll be covering, Lori.
Absolutely. Tonight we will recognize we have a new group of interested residents that about town beautification. Mm-hmm. We met last week, and everyone is really excited to get the ball rolling. So they will be introduced tonight, and they have two objectives, and we're really excited. They're developing their message, and they're going to use the word respect in that. You know, respect your community, respect your neighbor, respect our town. And also we're going to be looking at trash. And so these are a group of volunteers. They're very energetic, and I couldn't be more proud of the fact that we started this group.
Okay. All right. That sounds great. Well, and it's good to have people involved, residents, citizens who care, isn't it?
You know, yes, it's very important, because the town of Stoneville, we want everybody to feel a sense of belonging, because we value everyone's input. I think a lot of times we don't think about stakeholders outside of boards and board members and things of that nature. However, we have a community here that they are full of ideas, they're full of potential, and we just want to use that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, look forward to seeing that part of the meeting tonight. All righty, something you've been talking about for several months at least, and planning more than that before it comes out in your meetings, I know. But if we get a parking citation in Stoneville, it's going to cost us a little bit more now, isn't it?
Well, just $5 more. But we were looking at some of our old ordinances, and we had fees on the books that were from the 80s and 90s. And so what we're doing, we're amending some of those if the board chooses to do so, and raise the fee to $10 versus $5 and $1.
All right. And I know one thing that came out in a recent meeting was adding some handicap spaces. Where are we in that, Lori?
We have completed our municipal parking area with the appropriate size and the appropriate colors and spacing for that. So we have accomplished probably about 75% of that goal, and we're looking now to have some parking over on the other side of the municipal parking lot for handicapped parking spaces.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Some other things on the agenda that you want to bring out?
Let's see. We are going to be looking at a nuisance and abatement here in town. We are looking to, I've been in contact with the county they have a nuisance and abatement program, and we're looking into some partnership with the county on that. There will be a new purchasing policy that, if it's approved by the board, will come out tonight, and there's a real mixture of things on here. We just completed a salary study, and PTRC, their representative, will be on Zoom tonight to explain that to council and to the community. So there's a lot going on here in Stoneville, Mike.
I drove by the other day and see the ground still there and getting ready for the Public Works building. So what's the latest?
Well, there've been a couple of things, and so tonight we will present a couple of options in terms of how the board would like to proceed with that. We are excited about getting a new building built. We're looking for some guidance tonight from the board in terms of next steps, and I think it's going to be just a wonderful, wonderful building once it's built.
Okay. Well, the way you started off, you said there have been a couple of things. So some things you need to address and just make sure you get back on track, I guess, it sounds like.
Correct, and make sure that we are, talking about things that in the end, the board, sometimes there are questions, and we are very transparent here, and so we're trying to do our best to be transparent with our community as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In your town manager report, I see a lot on Golden Eagle Drive and Stone Street. A lot of interest in that, I believe.
Yes, we're looking at, we're gathering up some information on the possibility of clearing that and having some public parking there. That's one option. That is the first option that the board wanted the town staff to look at. And so there will be an update on that tonight. We're trying to use our property and our land in the most efficient ways that we can. As my grandmother used to say, they're not making any more land. And she was right.
Yes, that's right.
And so when we use those types of things here in town, we were always wanting community feedback on that too. So we're real excited about the potential for that.
Mm-hmm. And that land was donated to the town.
It was by Superior Oil Company, and it's been it's several years ago. I don't know the exact date, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, the meeting tonight, this is is this a little bit of Zoom and a little bit of in-person, it sounds like, meeting?
It is. It's a hybrid meeting. We do have restrictions on how many people can be in chambers due to the governor's order. However, if anyone wants to come and use our public comment section, they feel free to do that. Or if anyone has a public comment and they would like it read over the Zoom meeting or would like to be a part of that, let our clerk know by 6 o'clock tonight.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you get more information there. How can we log in if someone's listening and not familiar with that, hasn't done that before? What's the best way to do that to get to the meeting tonight?
It's posted. The link is posted on our website, the town's website.
Okay.
And if they'll go there, they can find the information.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be watching tonight. And Lori, thank you. It's always good to talk to you. I appreciate the update on lots of good things.
Absolutely. And Mike, we appreciate everything you do for our community.
And keep up the good work, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you, Mike. Have
Thank
a great
you.
day.
You too. Lori Armstrong is Stoneville Town Manager. Let me direct you to that website, and that is town.stoneville.nc.us.